All right, we're back. What is going on over here? It's me, special guest Johnny Mac, and the Plants.
Hello.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
The Plant's taking my spot on the set right here, guys. What's going on? Come on. Seriously.
Look, I told you that it was wise to be a plant on Big Brother. You want to blend into the background, and you'll go far.
That's right.
Now we have the Plant.
And we've been graced with so many catchphrases over the past hour that I never would have thought of on my own. So
Yeah, I mean, who knew? Plant come back. Plant food.
yeah.
Plant life matters.
I hope there's not like an alliance now that's established between you two and the Plant that I'm on the outside of right here. That's what I'm getting nervous about.
I should have told him about the plan.
Why'd you tell me?
My bad.
Kev, this has nothing to do with you.
The weird thing is the plan only speaks French.
Yeah, it's really
So
weird.
we really don't know what it's saying, but we just kind of take
It's
it
like a
into
Southern French, so it's like really weird.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Man, I'm not the problem. I barely recognize Johnny Mac. Nick, he's Hollywood now. Look at this guy, you know? He's got the hairdo, he's got the glasses on top of his head. I mean, this, on a season of Big Brother, and now he's wood out over here.
Hollywood and pretty hard. Yeah, I went into the first sunglasses shop I could find. I was like, hey, I need eye coverage. What do you got?
I like that right there.
They made sure to give them a tag that said gluten-free, so we know that they're from Hollywood.
Yeah.
Absolutely gluten-free.
I like
dairy
that.
included. Kev,
I can't imagine. Yes, go ahead, Nick,
this was a
please.
great week. We just watched the episode together. I mean, dude, there's a lot. There's a lot I want to talk about. Did you watch it, Kev?
I watched the battle back. Is that the one you're talking about? Are you talking about when Tiffany went bye-bye? Yes, I watched the battle
back.
Yes, very dramatic. Oh, it was like WWE where they would shoot in the fog and just super dramatic, unnecessarily dramatic.
It was like, I'm coming back! And I was like, whoa.
I know.
How many takes?
They put everything.
Yeah. It's like John Cena.
Yeah, exactly.
God, this one.
Put him in a cage and poked them just to get them all fired up before they ran out of there.
Kev, as always, I think you just want to dive right into it here, man. I got a whole notebook full of cool stuff. I just want to chime in on. All right, so the first one is this. The first battle back was the Messiah versus Glenn. I thought the Messiah was coming back. Johnny Mac, what'd you think, brother?
I mean, he is the Messiah, and that's what the Messiah does. He's supposed to come back in the story. So, like, inevitably, the Messiah is going to make it all the way to the end. As far as we know, right? Yeah.
I can't believe he's still calling himself the Messiah in third person. I mean, you can't be evicted from the house and still be the Messiah. And then the CBS post-production guy.
We're back on.
Oh, here we go.
Hello.
I can't believe that. That's wow. It just like rejoined, and it's still live. It's still going.
Well, I had to battle back.
It was the Messiah.
The Messiah did it.
We were talking crap, and the Messiah just froze the internet.
I can't wait to watch this back and see what he said.
What was that? What was that? BB! I think so, dude. Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jose, for allowing us to broadcast now. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you.
Okay, so here's number two. So the battle back was pretty cool. I really wish I had this in my season. I mean, you didn't have it either, but you did come back. You were actually kind of like a battle back, person in a way.
I did just fine. Yeah, luckily that competition was coming up, and we were warned beforehand, like, hey, you're gonna have a chance to come back in. So. It worked out pretty good to just grab onto a rope for a certain amount of time, but all these games were pretty cool for them too, and I'm sure they had fun.
Who I really feel bad for is the audience that showed up to this Battle Back challenge. They're all excited, like, oh, I want to go to a Big Brother taping. They basically watched Julie talk a total of 8 minutes and then just watched a monitor like we would do at home of just contestants battling back.
For probably
that was it.
10 to 15 hours, probably. That took a long time.
3 weeks of watching. 3 weeks of watching just to see them battle back. That's who I really feel bad for here. Not so much Glenn. The audience.
Okay, so Glenn, I just knew wasn't. I mean, we all knew Glenn. It just wasn't going to happen.
That was the underdog story.
It really, and it just never came to fruition.
Yeah.
I love that it was the perfect timing for that poison berry. You know what I mean? It was like, right there, and then it just royal flush. No more Glenn. Glenn is gone. Not happening. Yeah. I mean, in peace, Glenn.
I momentarily forgot how annoying Jose is, and then he reminded when he started to battle back. Oh, that's right. I mean, I'm joking. No. Don't mess up our Messiah. Don't mess it up, Messiah. Apologies. He won though. He beat Glenn. Huh? He won.
But do you remember this quote? Here's a memorable quote that I took away from the show. Puts old dogs out of business. I just want to know who actually puts old dogs out of business.
That's kind of mean. Like, other than a veterinarian, you don't want to be getting involved with that. That's probably illegal in some states. I don't know.
I think that's in a lot of states, if not all of them. I think the only one who has the authority to do that is the Humane Society. I don't know.
Yeah, he's as we've talked about, part of the fun on Big Brother, Nick, as we've said plenty of times, is just listening to what cliches and phrases that are made up by the house guests.
Yeah, they're always wrong. You know what I mean? Like, they're always kind of right, but not really there. They just botch them. It's just did you botch, but for sayings.
Did you make up anything on your season, Johnny Mac? I don't remember. Did you come up with anything? Did you coin any phrases like this?
I mean, I just went in there and just yelled at them. Most of the time. Maybe something became of that, but yeah, I just yelled at them. For the most part.
I yelled at them. It seemed to work.
Very
So I have another thing down here. But it was a cool structure how this worked out. I really liked how they did the battle back. It was like a bracket, and the person who got voted out first had the hardest way back. It's like going into the consolation bracket. Mm-hmm. Like in a 16-man bracket, whoever gets knocked out first has the hardest way back.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was pretty cool that they actually did this. Like, I don't know who thought of this over there at the Big Brother camp, but like, kudos to them. And if they're watching, slim shot. But if you are, high five.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome, man. I liked that it was old competitions. Like, for whatever week they got evicted from, for the most part, it was similar.
Oh, yeah.
It was based on that. Yeah, like, Jose and Glenn didn't play that berry competition, so they played it now, and they went after it.
Yeah, I'm surprised Big Brother didn't tease this a little bit more, though, right? Like, we kind of had no idea what they were going to do until all of a sudden they had one surprise episode, right, where they were going to do this. Like, I thought initially they were going to be doing this at the vetoes, where they were going to bring the person back, have them battle back, and kind of week by week see what continued. But they kind of packed it all into a WWE style Big Brother episode.
One night, one champion. Buy it now. Your pay-per-view to Big Brother SummerSlam.
Why did they not have Johnny Mac do the voiceover for this thing? That would have been it right there.
Cena.
All of a sudden, John Cena's back in the house.
Things, right? How many sections? Lost the connection.
Oh, I hear you.
Oh, I hear stuff.
We're back.
Oh my God! Jose and the planet one more time.
Oh, thank you, Jose. Yeah,
so, yes,
thank you, Jose.
Tons of sexual innuendos. That's a tough word to say, by the way. Yeah, but
Innuendo.
It really pushed it on this one.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about because it's just cut out on me. But I'm going to agree with the plant.
Why are you talking to him? You know he's not in our alliance.
Balls.
Yeah.
So in the competition between Victor and Jose, everything was like balls in the face. It's a really hard comp. It was just like totally like sexual innuendo in your face.
Yeah. It's a really long penis joke.
Yeah.
A really long one. Oh, that's another one.
That's pretty good. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Okay, then moving on past that competition, which I thought was really cool. You know, it would have been a little frustrating to play. But it's Bronte versus Victor. This was, did you see the squirrel? The squirrel made a little comeback.
The squirrel.
I didn't see the squirrel.
Yeah. What's the squirrel's name?
I didn't know it has a name.
It has an official name. I forget what it is. It's not like Squirrely. It's like Bob or something.
Jason informed me last year it's before every comp that a quick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, every time I see a squirrel, I just think of Jason saying squirrel. That's the only thing that comes to in life now. Yes. I did want to say as well, like, what is this bromance? I don't understand it between Victor and Jose. Like, when did this deep, lifelong friendship happen between these two guys? They were like hugging and like kissing each other when it was done. It's like, dude, you were together for a couple days on the show together. It's not this lifelong bromance. Like, I don't know. Was anyone else surprised by that? Where did this kind of established?
When he was baptized by the Messiah at birth.
Yes.
Am I right, Johnny?
That carries a little weight there. I mean, usually. But then again, you live with someone for a week. I mean, like.
I mean, we all know.
You're probably going to make out.
That's right. Yeah. The plant's getting a little closer to you, Johnny Mac. Be careful. That plant might be going in for one here pretty soon.
I'd make out with a plant.
It's pretty hot plant, dude. Pretty hot plant.
Yeah. It's got the curves.
So I have another favorite here, Kev.
Yes.
No, here's the quote. It's, "My mind could be failing me, Victor." I thought it was brilliant. It was like probably it summed up a lot of what was happening in general, but the way that it was delivered, it was brilliant.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Was that when he was battling Bronte, or did he say that when that was the because I thought out of all the like entrances, as we're talking about WWE style entrances, I kind of thought Bronte's was the most ridiculous. Like, she was some sort of like uncoordinated cheerleader. She's yelling and screaming about the spy girl. She's bouncing up and down. Like, I thought that was the weirdest entrance out of all of the entrants.
Johnny, what'd you say about that? You said like may have been production that pushed it.
I mean, you want to come in there and be as epic as possible. Yeah, that could happen for sure.
I mean, we were sitting there watching it, and it was like, I mean, both of us were on the show, and we're thinking, yeah, we're pretty sure they did like 10 takes on that one.
Let's try it one more time.
Yeah, she came
Just one more.
Woo, let's do this. And they're like, more energy. Let's yeah. So by number 10, she was like, fine, I'm just gonna do it for you. Here we go. Woo,
yeah! All right. This is the best ever. Oh my God, me and the plant.
Let me ask you guys that. How many times do they usually make you do things over and over again like that? Is it a pretty common thing on the show, or you got to redo your entrance or redo this or that?
I'm gonna let you take this one.
It's like 4 or 5 times. And if you're just not getting it, they're like, let's get the plant involved. Bring the plant out, and then they're like, okay, now we got what we need. And then
I mean, it's basically as all right.
Wants to take
but so we got a couple more things here. So Johnny, you pointed this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The most amazing thing about this season is that every male in there is your boy. You got Paul, you got Paulie, you got Victor. Like, everyone is my boy. It's like, we got all these boys. This is awesome. Having all these people in our corner.
To
root for.
Nick, your boy. Johnny, your boy. Everyone's your boy.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy.
Hashtag your boy.
Specifically yours.
That is true. Plenty of your boys are getting voted out with Jose now gone, and Victor's back, so you got your boy returning to the house as well. But yeah, I have noticed that too. There's a lot of your boy. I'm surprised CBS hasn't hashtagged that yet, like they like to do here.
I want to see Michelle like put a bandana on, go in the diary room, and be like, "Yo, your boy here." Hey! That'd be hilarious.
I have another competition question for you guys. So like, I know whenever people narrate their own competition, they're like, "Oh, I have one ball left. I wonder what's going to happen." How soon after the competition do they have you do that? And then I'm always surprised at people that lose. They're still pretty upbeat. Does Big Brother have like a gun at your head being like, you have to be positive, pretend like you don't know what's going to happen?
I'm going to let you take this one because you played way more cops. I think I played like 3 total.
I played quite a few cops. Yeah. No, they're within, I don't know, I'll just put a random number on it. Maybe within 10 hours, it's fresh on your mind there. And I was never pressured to be like, hey, be upbeat about this. I just talked about what happened out there, and I don't know if that's the same case for everyone, but it was just like, yeah, just my recollection of what happened out there.
So they don't feed you anything there. They don't
really. I mean, really, like the whole thing is that your adrenaline's going. So there's so much adrenaline running through your body.
Yeah.
Your heartbeat is so up. I mean, you're kind of like in this like state of like go go go, like fight or flight. That you are kind of like even when you lose, it doesn't feel like you lost yet. I mean, you still are like in the go 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 zone. And so, yeah, I mean, it does feel kind of weird that they're all like very congratulatory, like of the other person. But at the same time, I mean, you don't want to be a total like, jerk face about it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you just won. Well, I hope you get a victory.
But that, like, that's what I was thinking on this episode. Like, this is your final DR for Glenn and for Bronte. I'm surprised they didn't just kind of phone it in a little bit more, but they were still like, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought I could beat Victor. I was like, you're already off the show. You're off the show. Just punt it now, though. Who cares?
I read somewhere that Glenn and Bronte specifically could time travel. So they.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those were shot beforehand.
He's got some sources, this guy over here.
Yeah, those two, it's weird, but the rest of them.
They're prophets of the Messiah, so they get special powers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. A lot of stuff happens when you're in sequester, and I guess apparently that's one of them.
Yeah.
But I will say this too, Kev. What they do is like a lot of those questions are actually asked before the comp even happens, and so a lot of times, like before someone gets evicted or before situations even occur, they'll bring you in the DR and ask you questions that you have the answers for them before you even get there. So it's a lot of like recappy stuff before it even happens. It's a weird process, but because they have to cut and edit the show, so it's about speed.
I will give both of you guys credit. I thought both of you were fantastic narrators for your seasons. Really fun to watch.
We will take that, Kevin.
Yeah. Why would you say like no? I was terrible at telling.
Well, there are plenty of people on that show that are boring, not really fun narrators, and so I think the audience usually roots for people like you guys that make the show fun, narrate the show pretty well. I think CBS also does a good job at finding each season who are their best narrators. Like I think this season, Davon is probably one that I think they've used a lot as kind of a fun narrator for the show. So, it's definitely fun to find those personalities that they can weave through the show.
Plant's my boy.
Okay, let's talk about this, right?
Yes.
Everyone in the house, not everyone, but the haircuts. What's going on here, man?
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's got the shave on the side, the little thing going on the top. Yeah, I don't understand. It's like they just brought somebody in and they were just going to uniform cut every single person's hair the same exact way. It was like the, Jose rest in peace cut, really, is what it was. Cut of the Messiah is really what it seemed like. That was weird,
Kev, do you have any predictions for what's going to happen this next week?
Well, we don't know who the HOH is yet, which is that's going to be key. I mean, it seems like everybody wants to get Frank out, so that seems like the smart money, and it's going to be interesting to see if Victor is going to be a target coming back in the house, or if he can blend like Paul has kind of blend in after the first couple of weeks. So it seems like Frank's a target. Yes. There's a chance that maybe, depending on how the house receives Victor, that's always one of those things where it's a pretty easy HOH to get Victor. This is going to be the longest show we've had that we covered the least.
Totally true. Do you have any predictions for this week going in? What do you think is going to happen?
Depending on who gets HOH, I mean, the obvious things that are going to happen. Your boy is going to get HOH. Your boy is probably going to get evicted. I mean, right?
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Your boy's probably going to get nominated, too. Your boy's probably going to win the veto.
Your boy. Everyone's... So this, actually, I have a couple questions for J-Mac before we get out of here.
This, yeah.
What is your last year been like? Like what? Like I know because this is now your first year where you're watching another season.
Right.
I remember what it was like for me. What's it like for you?
It's crazy. It's weird. I mean, as far as the show goes, it's like I haven't watched my season yet, so it's like 16 ended and then 18 began. So as far as the show goes, it's just like it's just another season. I was just watching it there, but yeah, it's just been crazy just trying to figure out what's the next thing I'm gonna do, and just working until then, paying the bills, everything. I don't know.
Is there anything you're working on right now? You have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel, yeah. It's the Rockstar DMD, and I just rant at the camera much like I did on Big Brother, and I don't know what's happening with that, but I'm making some videos. Yeah.
Now
we're gonna put that link right here. If you guys want to check that out, click that link right here.
Click.
Now we talked to you, Johnny Mac, and you're like, I'm just gonna go back home and I'm gonna be a dentist, and I'm not like. Did you do that? Did you just go back home and just jump back into your world and not get tempted by any of the Big Brother celebrity to kind of go out and start trying to capitalize other than your channel, not try to like go to Hollywood or anything like that? You just went back and hopped back in your regular life?
Literally, I only took a week off between the finale of Big Brother 17 and when I started working again. So, yeah, I've just been back at the teeth and, yeah, trying the YouTube thing and yelling at cameras. And if something happens from that, that's cool. And if not, I'm still pulling teeth out of people. So that's good.
So, I don't know.
At work?
I have this like really like I have a toothache right here. Maybe you could check this out right here.
Yeah, let's take it. Oh, yeah.
Could we have the medical assistant come in and take a closer look?
I will take it.
All right, Kev, where can we find you, buddy?
At KevSoup and KevSoup.com. Thank you all so much for watching. Johnny Mac, welcome to the show. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you stopped in to spend some time with us here.
Yeah, thank you so
Kevin.
much.
And where can we find you, J-Mac?
On Twitter, I'm at RockstarDMD.
And where can we find you on YouTube?
YouTube is the RockstarDMD.
Oh, wow.
Because of reasons.
You guys can find me on Twitter at NickUHaas. Thank you so much for watching. We have news videos at least once a week. Sometimes on Thursdays, if not on Sundays and Saturdays, but usually once a week-ish. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you have a video.
Just subscribe. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and do it.
Or the Messiah will come after you.
You're gonna click like 1,000 other things today, probably. I don't understand this.
Oh man! All right, see you guys soon.